पॉलिसी बाजार पर 1 करोड़ रुपए का टर्म लाइफ इंश्योरेंस केवल 450 रुपए महीने से शुरू। वाव!
Breaking news just coming in. The top court is hearing a plea on the delay in the appointment of judges to the higher judiciary. The top court has asked the centre today to follow the law of the land and clear the pending names as early as possible. The centre has also assured the court that they will adhere to the timeline. Do remember, the law minister had earlier said that the judges appointing judges is not an ideal system. The Supreme Court today said that every system will have its own flaws, but the law that is prevailing as on date must be followed. Now, for the latest that's unfolding in the court, let's go across to my colleague Arvind Gunasekar, who's tracking all the updates for you. Arvind, what details can you share with us currently?
Parmeshwar, today Supreme Court again heard a petition the petition that was filed over delay in appointment of judges to the higher judiciary, and this is the 6th or 7th time Supreme Court is hearing this petition. And today the AG submitted that out of the 104 names that are pending with the government, 44 names will be cleared in matter of days. That is, he has given a timeline of 3 days. So today Centre has told the Supreme Court, assured that almost 44 names will be cleared in 3 days. Also, very importantly, the big takeaway of this today's hearing is that Centre admitting to the Supreme Court, in a way submitting to the Supreme Court that the timeline will be adhered to. That's the crux of this case. The main case or the petition here rests on the issue that the centre is delaying the clearing names that have been recommended by the Supreme Court Collegium. So for now, the centre has submitted to the Supreme Court that they will be adhering to the timeline that has been given in the judgment of the Supreme Court in the NJSC matter. So today, Centre making it very clear that they will be adhering to the timeline. And also, Supreme Court also went to the specific issues like the names that have been cleared by the Supreme Court Collegium for Rajasthan High Court. 10 names are pending only for Rajasthan High Court. Even there, AG said that he will personally look into the matter. And also, the elevation of 5 High Court Chief Justices to Supreme Court. That's another very important matter. Supreme Court Collegium had recommended 5 names for appointment to the Supreme Court from various High Courts. Even on that matter, today the Attorney General said that though the government has given him some inputs on it, he made it very clear that he has some difference of opinion on this particular input that he has received from the centre, and that's why he said that he needs some more time to look into this issue of elevation of High Court Chief Justice to the Supreme Court. So even in that matter, AG has assured the Supreme Court that he would be doing the needful. He will look into the matter personally, and he will do the needful. Also, very importantly, regarding almost, if you could remember, Parmeshwar, almost 22 names were sent back by the centre to Supreme Court Collegium. Some of those names were reiterated names that were also sent by the centre to Supreme Court Collegium. On that particular issue, today Supreme Court said that very soon the Collegium will sit and then take a call whether to reiterate those names that have already been sent back by the centre. So once Supreme Court Collegium takes a call, then again we have to wait and see whether the centre will act on the reiterated names of the Supreme Court Collegium, or whether the centre will again deal it. Something that we have to wait and watch. But for now, 2 big takeaways in this hearing. One, Centre saying that they will adhere to the timeline that has been given in the judgment in clearing the names. Second one, Supreme Court saying that the Collegium will sit soon to take a call on the names that have been sent back by the centre. And also, very importantly, Supreme Court again making it very clear, every system will have its own flaws, but the law of the land, the law that is prevailing as of this moment, that is after the NJSC got struck down, Supreme Court judgment makes it very clear what are the process that has to be followed in clearing the names. That Supreme Court has said that particular law of the land, the law that is prevailing now, has to be followed.
Arvind, thank you so much for breaking down the details for us with such clarity.